The Ontario government giving the all clear for more regions in the province to enter stage 2 of the reopening plan. People living in Hamilton, Niagara areas are among those who will soon be able to visit restaurants and access personal services. But some cities, including the biggest one in the country, still not ready.
Unfortunately, the numbers in Windsor were still higher than we'd like to see, along with those in Toronto and Peel. And so we're very close in Windsor. There are a number of people, even including health professionals, that work cross-border and come back and forth on a daily basis. But it's very close. I hope that you'll have just a little bit more patience because we are, as I said, analyzing on a daily basis. So I'm sure it will happen very soon. We just need to get the numbers down a little bit more.
All right, let's bring in CTV's Colin DeMello to the conversation in Toronto. It's interesting what Christine Elliott was saying there. We're close. You got to be patient. We're looking at the numbers every day, but a bit disappointing for people living in Toronto and Windsor.
Oh, yes. I mean, especially if you consider the fact that some of these people, they have to delay now their livelihood by yet another week, right? People who work in the tourism industry, people who work for, personal services like hair salons, nail salons. I mean, there are so many people in this province who are looking to get back to the way things once were. And I think a lot of those people are going to be struggling just one more additional week over the course of the summer. And remember, for a lot of these people, the summer is where you typically make a lot of money, especially if you're in the tourism sector. I think we heard over the course of this news conference today from Premier Doug Ford and the health minister, to be patient and to get ready because very soon we'll be reopening the province. I think we heard that maybe about a half a dozen times or so. So they are signaling that by the end of June, Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, and Windsor will be, along with the rest of the province, in stage 2 firmly. It's just they're not in it this week, and that's going to be disappointing for some.
Yeah, and also the mayors from, Toronto and Hamilton are continuing to ask for more money, Colin, because they're just hemorrhaging. With so many of their public transit offline and their tax base being hammered by all of this, they're going deep into the red.
Right, absolutely. And the fact is, in a lot of these places as well, they cannot run a deficit by law. And so they've been looking to the provincial government. They've been looking to the federal government, which has kind of been passing the buck back and forth between the two of them. And a lot of these municipalities are going to have to make some very difficult decisions. And I think at the end of the day, what you're going to see is more and more of this conversation of having to increase taxes or having to increase some kind of a levy to make sure that they can fill to fill the holes in their budget. And that might be kind of a signal, a way to the province to put a little bit more pressure on them. Hey, you don't want us to, impose a tax because you won't give us more money, and to kind of prod them into finally opening up the wallet a little bit and providing some much needed resources.
CTV's Colin DeMello in Toronto. Good to talk to you, Colin. Thank you.
My pleasure.